Danielle Knott is part of a growing trend, bringing beekeeping from the countryside into the city.
It is a huge commitment to keep bees in the city. You're dealing with neighbors, you're dealing with registering your hives with the state, you're dealing with all the stored equipment in your small Brooklyn apartment.
The bees have their own city struggle, a scarcity of wild flowers to make their honey. Danielle sells her produce, earning extra cash by holding educational workshops and working at this urban meadow, the Naval Cemetery landscape in Brooklyn. In urban spaces like New York, where wildflowers are rare, scientists are seeing a fight for food, and it appears to be the wild native bee populations that are losing out. Within the vaults of the American Museum of Natural History, a large proportion of the world's 20,000 different bee species are kept as specimens. Bee expert Sarah Kornbluth is worried about the decline of local bee varieties in the New York area.
People keeping hives will put pressure on native bees, on our wild native bees. Honeybees are really efficient and great collectors of nectar and pollen. So in a place like an urban area where those things may not be as plentiful as a more green landscape, then you actually do see competition between honeybees and the native wild bees that are here.
Kornbluth admits the native bees could also be suffering because of the more general impacts of urbanization. And she does see a benefit in urban beekeeping, raising interest and awareness about the preservation of all species. That's something Knott sees as part of her responsibility as a beekeeper.
Because people can get excited about honeybees, it opens the door for me to talk to them about native bees and the importance of them as pollinators, and the important job we have of protecting their habitat and increasing their habitat now that we've developed over a lot of it.
The effects of outside honeybees on native species can't be definitively calculated, but experts say it's vital to both educate the public and increase the supply of flowering plants to keep bee populations buzzing. Nick Harper, CGTN, New York.